Welcome to Metric Matters. So I get super excited about this, you guys, #nerd. I'm also a certified public accountant, and I've worked in over 7 industries, generating other 7 to 9 figures. And how I did that, in every role, I got super clear about key performance indicators and the metrics that matter. So this was something, as I started to develop it and create it in the influencer marketing space, was something that excited me right away. So with that, you want to think about, with your starting point on Metric Matters, you want to think about your focus and what targets do you want to reach, setting up targets for your month, for your quarter, for your year, and where you want to go so that you start to track that, your click-throughs, your actual earned media results, your actual sales results, how long it takes to get to that, and more. Then based on the results that you experience from the targets, from the click-throughs, from the reach, from the engagement, from the sales, you then want to refine. You want to think about, okay, what's working? Who's working great? What kind of demographic? What campaigns are we on? What platforms are we on? Where are people finding us? Where are they not finding us? So you want to look at this collectively as a community so that you get better and better with the approach. And you can see how here everything's tying together. From where you're finding influencers, to the phenomenal platforms, to the creating campaigns, to the growing campaigns, and it's basically a circular integration that you're always learning from different pieces of the 5 steps. Because maybe it's something that you missed, or you can do better on how to find influencers. Maybe there's a new platform, maybe you can create one, maybe there's a new campaign, maybe it's the time of the year, maybe it's different influencers, so you go back here. How can you grow or refine or enhance your campaigns? Or maybe there's a metric that you're not tracking. So you can see how refining will help you even more. So elevation, how can you elevate as a brand and or as an influencer? So you want to think about social channel growth. You want to think about engagement. You want to think about negotiated content. You want to think about negotiated content. You want to ask for brands, if you're an influencer, to give you a link, give you a code, so you can at least put that ROI on your own media kits, you guys. And if you're a brand, not only looking at the reach, looking at the engagement, looking at the earned media, but also think about the click-throughs. Like, are people on their actual audience, giving them an assigned link, actually clicking through and resonating with the content, you guys? You want to think about stories, you want to think about lives, you want to think about podcast features to expand that exposure and that relationship. Then you want to think about actual results and the time to those results. Because what I see oftentimes influencers do, brands do, people do, we give up right before a big breakthrough. And you guys, I've been compared to like a pit bull. By the first time it happened officially, was by a board member. I was interviewing for a chief audit exec role, and within 5 minutes, he's like, "You're perfect. You're exactly like a pit bull. You don't quit. You don't give up." And I looked at my watch, legit, you guys, and I was like, oh my God, it took you like 5 minutes to read that off of me. He'd been a board member with Ulta, with so many other companies, and he's like, "Katrina, I've been around a lot and I know how to assess people's characters." And he's like, "You don't back down." And he's like, "That's a very good thing, because persistence and patience and determination can get you very far." Now here's my caveat. Make sure the persistence, the determination on where you're headed is where you want to go. Because I learned that, you guys, years ago with not fully aligning to myself, not fully aligning to my passions and my purpose, people and profits, that that can also cost you dearly. And especially if you're very determined and persistent, then shifting that energy takes a lot. So be mindful of that you're fully aligned while you're persistent and determined and driven as well. So thinking about all of that as well, you want to think about those highlights as an influencer, but you want to think about that as a brand. Like, are you providing that to your influencers so that you as a brand can track your campaigns? Or if you're an influencer, a blogger, or a coach, and you want to start creating this community and collaborations, these are things that you want to think about too. How you set up the terms in advance, how things worked well for you. Do you want to do products? Do you want to do events? Do you want to do experiences? Do you want to do integrations? And then what metrics are you tracking? Response time, applications, actual successful applications, content completed, click-throughs, earned media, then actual sales results and how long it took. And you guys, you want to present that, whether you're a brand or an influencer doing groups, you want to present that into powerful media kits to show results, to show the reach, to show the engagement, to show the actual click-throughs, to show the earned media, and to show the actual sales results and the time and the ROI, the return on investment. So you heard me talk about 25 times plus results on Facebook alone, up to 1 million plus on earned media results alone on our influencer campaigns. As an entrepreneur, up to 1,000 to 3,000% plus return on investment on results, you guys, in shorter and shorter and shorter time to actual sales results, because we're getting better and better at picking influencers, at the platforms, at the campaigns, at the metrics. So it takes time. So my hope is with this, that the time and the clarity is cut down, the time is cut down for you, any potential pain points are cut down for you, and the clarity is sky high. So let's get into it.